A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today we wrap up this four-game weekend series between the New York. Ryan Barucki gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here.
Now to the plate, Darren James, and he enters play today, currently fifth in the American League in hitting.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. So coming to the plate, Aiden Fader. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. Still no score. Settling in now, Darren James. He's been a factor in the series with 5 RBIs on 3 hits. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Kiermaier leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. James is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So digging in, Luke Voigt. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. In now, Darren James comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. Now the 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stanton has a read on it. 1 out. Ready for another chance. Christopher Turley, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 1-1 down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Fader is there, and he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Darren James. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 8-0 the final today. So the Bronx Bombers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it. The lights are on. We're ready for baseball north of the border at Rock.
Play ball.
Digging in, Darren James. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the 1st inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 37 on the year. And the Blue Jays have cut the deficit to 4-2 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Now the 3-2 pitch. Quickly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. One there, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be in the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Darren James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the
now in the box, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pulled toward right center field. Mazzara moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Stepping up now, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Darren James.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Looking at his career totals, James is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Now the 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Lopez is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Here's Rougned Odor now. He doubled his last time through.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you get in that swing mode.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Stepping in for the Jays, Darren James. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows?
We are in downtown Toronto at Rogers Center, getting you set for this edition of Baseball on the Show. Sean Reed Foley, the Guamanian-born pitcher, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
The second baseman.
Here's Rougned Odor now, and he's really swinging a hot bat in the series, to say the least. 10 RBIs on 4 base hits. He's right there on the first, and the Rangers squander a good opportunity here as the side is retired. Rangers leave a pair, and now the Blue Jays will get. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and he can give these guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Down the line
Rodriguez calls for it. 2 gone. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan? Now at the plate, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
The 1-1 is strike two, swinging. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. No runs, just one hit, one error thus far for Toronto.
Round it, find the ball, round it,
round it. In for a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Striding forward now is the DH,
now
Jose Ramirez.
The designated hitter, Jose Ramirez.
Now a step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken, the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Walsh will take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. Digging in, Aiden Fader, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set, the 0-1.
All right, hang on, right here.
Line and fair, that's a hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double to drive it, another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Stepping into the box, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
Darren James.
First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Joaquin Torres.
Right,
he came through with an RBI single in his last at bat. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the one. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. There's one, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Darren James, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and that's taken high and outside for ball 1. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Odor on to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Eddie Velasquez.
Eddie.
Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question.
Folks just finishing up their work week, making their way into Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the first of this.
Play ball.
Stepping into the box, Darren James. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest.
James.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, this is a dangerous team right now. Game 1 of a new series, coming off a sweep. Everybody's feeling good, swinging the bats red hot. This should be interesting.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you folks? At the plate, James Larson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
Michael.
The 1-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No error.
We're just about set to go here as the Blue Jays come to bat in the 3rd inning. And this is an offense that has really been productive.
Next to bat for Toronto, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Ready on 0-2. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out. On to first, and they get the double play. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Marte on at first, nobody out. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Sent on the ground out to second. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one. Digging in now for the Mariners, Jonathan Denton. He flew out in his last at-bat. A pause and the 0-2. Hit out towards second. James scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ready for another shot now. Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory. And he'll put this one away for the 9-3, the final tally here in this one. Seattle came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Standing in, Darren James. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League.
One of the keys to being a good player, it's not how old you are, but it's how talented and how smart you are. This guy, one of the better young hitters in the game of baseball right now.
Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Sanchez over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan? Striding into the box, Darren James. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The 2-2 one more time. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Striding in once again, Daniel Vogelback. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this is, they could certainly roll too.
Oh, and he misses it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. So that'll go into the... So first and second with one man gone. And in to hit next, it'll be Aaron Altair.
Two.
Ball to third, and they could get 2. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So stepping in, Darren James as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Marte leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and a strike. And that misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball taken high for a ball.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Line down the left field line, but this will be foul.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Martin rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and the Blue Jays have tied it. It's a 2-2 game.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch two-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
Ready on 0-2. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Into the box now, James Larson. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. James is right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. They'll swing it from the left side right here. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
2-0 now. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Line towards center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 4-2.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
Our final line.
A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series. Frank Hardy starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, you talk about bad starts. This guy made it through 1 inning. Somehow, some way, he's going to have to try to shake the cobwebs from that one and turn this thing around, because their team needs a lot more than 1 inning out of this guy today.
Stepping into the box, Domingo Santana. He will lead this one off. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate.
Coming to the plate now, Pat Valaika. And the Mariners trying to make this first inning even bigger here.
Valaika.
The 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Mariners forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Seattle leads this one 1-0. Standing in, Darren James, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs.
We've seen some pretty good second basemen in the history of baseball. Joe Morgan, Ryan Sandberg, Jeff Kent, some guys that can hit the ball, the ballpark, and this guy fits right into that billing too. A slick fielding second baseman with a lot of thunder in his bat.
James is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run, and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard. And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt
Batting
you.
fourth, the designated
Striding
hitter,
in, Jose Ramirez. He drove in one of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
At the plate, Aiden
Number
Fader.
1.
And now the Blue Jays look to put some more
right, you're
across
here,
the plate in this opening
Round it.
frame. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Stepping in, Andrew Castilla. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter.
Digging in now, Darren James. He drew a walk his first time up. Now a snap throw to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Jose Ramirez.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away. So striding in, Aiden Fader.
1.
Slow roller left side. He'll throw home with it. They get the force at the plate, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Castilla. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Gene Segura standing in. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Gene Segura.
The 2-2. Little chopper up the middle. And he is in there. Into the box, George Castilla. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today. High velocity, exploding, breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Next for Seattle, Jeimer Candelario.
Third baseman.
And now pitch on the way.
Candelario.
Liner in there for a base hit. So digging in now, Darren James. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika.
Second baseman, Pat Valaika.
Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in, the switch hitter, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 38th home run of the season for him as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking.
Darren James will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Now batting.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. The 0-1. This one's flared toward left center. Mills into shallow left, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across. Stepping up to the plate, George Castilla, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. So 1-1. Now,
1-1.
the ground ball, this should do it. James comes up with it. Throw on the first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win.
Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague. Andrew Suarez gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's
now at the plate, Darren James, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball in there for a called strike. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9. Now at the plate, Matt Duffy, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Duffy.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. And he's safe. Now at the plate, Darren James. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Darren James.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound.
Hit high and deep out to left field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. Around second now.
He's
and
up right
headed
here,
for
right
third.
here.
And he'll get in there
Nice
at
whip. Way to
third
get
as
all the
he
way over
just misses a home run, but settles for the triple.
As we take another look, you can see the left fielder selling out here, goes up for it, but just can't bring it down. And by the time the center fielder makes it over to help out, the hitter is halfway to third with a nice triple.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Ramirez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here it comes, 0-2. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score. Ready now, Matt Duffy. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
Duffy.
Hit out towards second. James gloves it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Now batting, Darren James. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Austin, takes care of him, and the inning is over. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though
1-1.
okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Into the box now, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Four runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Diaz is after it, and that ends the inning. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Norman Mortensen. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Working for the punch out, and the bouncer up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 44, Pierre Rocker.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
About as rare a sight as one may find. Rainfall. So striding forward now, Darren James coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the American League.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
First pitch on its way.
That's the ball.
A ball and no strikes. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. 1-0 pitch on the way. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
All even now, 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Next up for Los Angeles, Hanser Alberto. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. 3-2 pitch.
One
on the ground to second. James ranges to his right. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a clearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Back in Los Angeles for the second, and Heidi Watney has enough. Now to the plate, Darren James, and their runners at the corners now.
Darren James.
First offering on its way, and this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Here's the 1-1 delivery, and he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
He misses it. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Jose Ramirez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Ramirez.
Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. So coming to the plate, number 13, his previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's 2 for 3. Now the 0-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. At the plate, Darren James, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Darren James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
2 balls and a strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Digging in once again, Darren James. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to Austin, takes care of him, and the inning is over. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
First for the victorious Dodgers. 7.
Summer skies shining brightly over Southern California, and settling in now, Darren James. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Darren James.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 39 on the season for him as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
In now, Darren James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond, and if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
Marte aboard here at first with nobody out. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Digging in, Darren James. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And a ball, 1-0. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
2-1 now.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Alberto gloves it, and there's out number 2. Darren James will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Strike taken up in the zone.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2. 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him 4th.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Ready for another chance. Number 13. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
The first baseman, number 44, Pierre Rucker.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 7-1. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Pitch number 100 on its way. To third. This could be 2. There's one. Out. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon. Ready once again, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Still even at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he knew he was in trouble there as they just tag him out between second. 7-1 the final today. The Toronto Blue Jays blasted 5 home runs in Now from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners. 2 playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next. Trevor Williams, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Digging in, Darren James, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down down on strikes for the second out. Now a moment as Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mariners, the designated hitter, Gene.
He goes and chops this one out towards second. James fields it cleanly, and that's out number one. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this? Stepping in, Jonathan Denton. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning.
Denton.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. We played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Stepping up now, Darren James. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Darren James.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Guys, this game features the league's best teams that are not currently leading a division. What does this matchup mean to the overall playoff picture?
You know, D-Row, we're getting to that point of the season right now with the second place team. They don't have the best pitching in the league, and sooner or later, they're going to have to step up and start pitching a little bit better.
I agree.
Stepping in for the Jays, Darren James. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. I'll tell you, these guys seem well aware that this is a must-win situation for both of them. They know they're not going to have the luxury of falling back on a wild card berth.
You know, D-Row, you get late into the season like this and you really have to keep your concentration not only on the mound but in the batter's box. You're starting to get a little bit tired, and you see the schedule starting to come to an end.
Yeah, Dan, I'm with you. It becomes mental right now. Physically, everybody's hurting a little bit. You can grind it out when you know you have a chance at the postseason. Mentally, you got to stay focused.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Altair is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. These coaches dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
On to first, and they get them both. Now in the box, Darren James, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch, and a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. In there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a fly ball, and this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. He's safe at the plate, and this ball game is tied here in the 7th. Now at the plate, Darren James. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A ball and no strikes. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And it's fouled away.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Full count, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Larson has to retreat to the track, but he had. Stepping into the box, Aaron Altair. Right, he went down on strikes last time up.
Altair.
Last chance for the Mariners. Line drive. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Shane Carl wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year.
For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 3 runs.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and T-Mobile. Digging in, Darren James. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
James.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Too low, 1-0. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, and you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change. You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
All even now, 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
Got him. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Mark, what's your take on him again? At the plate, Daniel Vogelback. And the Mariners trying to make this first inning even bigger here.
Vogelback.
The 1-1.
That's up.
Pops this one up. James is there. 1 down. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. I really enjoy watching him hit. Hey, he's leading the American League in batting average right now. No doubt that he's one of the best hitters in the game, and I hope he shows us something today so you can see what this guy can do.
And they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out.
Well, with one away here, this is kind of the...
Gene Segura standing in.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Gene Segura.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. No. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Here it comes on 0-2. And now a 2-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. There's one on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Next to bat for Toronto, Darren James will begin things here against Jameson Taillon.
James.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit out towards second. Valaika is up with it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Digging in now for the Mariners, James Larson. He reached on a single in his first try.
James Larson.
The 3-2 pitch. And on the ground out to second. To second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Digging in to try it again. Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Throwing to second. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez, runner in scoring position with two gone. The 1-2 pitch.
Take a look.
Line, that's a base hit into left field. The throw home. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with two away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Popped up. A leap, and what a catch. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate. 1-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The M.